The Senate will come to order. I ask everyone present to please rise and recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. In the absence of clergy, let us bow our heads in a moment of silent reflection or prayer. Reading of the journal.
In Senate, Monday, April 6, 2026, the Senate met pursuant to adjournment. The journal of Friday, April 3, 2026 was read and approved. On motion, the Senate adjourned.
Without objection, journal stands approved as read. Presentation of petitions. Messages from the Assembly. Messages from the Governor. Reports of standing committees, reports of select committees, communications, and reports from state offices. Motions and resolutions. Senator Gianaris.
Good morning, Mr. President.
Morning.
On behalf of Senator Mayer, I wish to call up Senate Print 4470, recalled from the Assembly, which is now at the desk.
The Secretary will read.
Calendar number 275, Senate Print 4470A by Senator Mayer, an act to amend the executive law.
Call the roll and reconsideration.
Move to reconsider the vote by which the bill was passed.
I got a bit ahead of myself. Call the roll and reconsideration.
Addabbo, Gianaris, Kruger, Ort, Stewart Cousins, Zellner. Ayes 50.
The bill is restored to its place in the third reading calendar.
Call for the following amendments.
The amendments are received.
There will now be an immediate meeting of the Rules Committee in room 332.
There will be an immediate meeting of the Rules Committee in room 332.
Senate stands at ease.
Senate will stand at ease. The Senate will return to order. Senator Gianaris.
Mr. President, there's a report of the Rules Committee at the desk. Let's take that up, please.
The Secretary will read.
Senator Stewart Cousins from the Committee on Rules reports the following bills. Senate Print 1966 by Senator Ryan, an act to amend the Social Services Law. Senate Print 2011 by Senator Parker, an act to direct the Department of State and the Public Service Commission to jointly study and report upon the provision to consumer credit reporting agencies. Senate Print 8963 by Senator Skoufis, an act to amend the Public Health Law. Senate Print 9585 by Senator Granardes, an act to amend the Public Health Law. Senate Print 9602 by Senator Brooke, an act to amend the Social Services Law. Senate Print 9612 by Senator Hinchy, an act to amend the Education Law. Senate Print 9757 by Senator Scarcella-Spanton, an act to amend the Executive Law. Senate Print 9758 by Senator Myrie, an act to amend the Criminal Procedure Law. Senate Print 9818 by Senator Gianaris, an act to amend, an act making appropriations for government. All bills reported to third reading.
Move to accept the report of the Rules Committee.
All those in favor of accepting the report of the Rules Committee, please signify by saying aye. Opposed? Nay. The report of the Rules Committee is accepted. Senator Gianaris.
Let's move on to the supplemental calendar, beginning with calendar 694, please.
The Secretary will read. There's a substitution at the desk. Secretary will read.
Senator Parker moves to discharge from the Committee on Rules Assembly Bill number 9333 and substituted for the identical Senate Bill 8963, third reading calendar 688. Senator Granardes moves to discharge from the Committee on Rules Assembly Bill number 10542 and substituted for the identical Senate Bill 9585, third reading calendar 689. Senator Brooke moves to discharge from the Committee on Rules Assembly Bill number 10539 and substituted for the identical Senate Bill 9602, third reading calendar 690. Senator Hinchy moves to discharge from the Committee on Rules Assembly Bill number 10541 and substituted for the identical Senate Bill 9612, third reading calendar 691. Senator Scarcella-Spanton moves to discharge from the Committee on Rules Assembly Bill number 10540 and substituted for the identical Senate Bill 9757, third reading calendar 692.
So ordered. Secretary will read.
Calendar number 694, Senate Print 9818 by Senator Gianaris, an act making appropriation for the support of government.
Message of necessity and appropriation at the desk.
There is a message of necessity and appropriation at the desk.
Move to accept the message.
All those in favor of accepting the message, please signify by saying aye. Opposed, nay. The message is accepted and the bill is before the House.
Laid aside.
The bill is laid aside.
Please proceed with the rest of the calendar, supplemental calendar, please.
Secretary will read.
Calendar number 688, Assembly number 9333 by Assemblymember Hevesy, an act to amend the Public Health Law.
Read the last section.
Section 2, this act shall take effect on the 120th day, it shall become a law.
Call the roll.
Addabbo, Gianaris, Kruger, Ort, Stewart Cousins, Zellner.
Announce the results.
Ayes 53.
The bill is passed.
Calendar number 689, Assembly number 10542 by Assemblymember Paulin, an act to amend the Public Health Law.
Read the last section.
Section 2, this act shall take effect immediately.
Call the roll.
Addabbo, Gianaris, Kruger, Ort, Stewart Cousins, Zellner.
Announce the results.
Ayes 53.
The bill is passed.
Calendar number 690, Assembly number 10,539 by Assembly Member Chandler Waterman, enacted from the Social Services Law.
Read the last section.
Section 3, this act shall take effect 1 year after it shall become a law.
Call the roll.
Adabo, Gianaris Kruger, or Sewell Cousins Zelman.
Announce the results.
In relation to calendar 690, voted in the negative are Senators Rhodes and White. Ayes 51, nays 2.
Bill is passed.
Calendar number 691, Assembly number 10,541 by Assembly Member Powers, enact from the Education Law.
Read the last section.
Section 2, this act shall take effect immediately.
Call the roll.
Adabo, Gianaris Kruger, or Sewell Cousins Zelman.
Announce the results.
Ayes 53.
The bill is passed.
Calendar number 692, Assembly number 10,540 by Assembly Member Cashman, enact to amend the Executive Law.
Read the last section.
Section 2, this act shall take effect immediately.
Call the roll.
Adabo, Gianaris Kruger, or Sewell Cousins Zelman.
Announce the results.
In relation to calendar 692, voted in the negative, Senator White. Ayes 52, nays 1.
Bill is passed.
Calendar number 693, Senate Print 9758 by Senator Myrie, enact from the Criminal Procedure Law.
Read the last section.
Section 3, this act shall take effect immediately.
Call the roll.
Adabo, Gianaris Kruger, or Sewell Cousins Zelman.
Announce the results.
Ayes 53.
The bill is passed. Senator Gianaris, that completes the reading of today's supplemental calendar.
Let's go to the controversial calendar, please.
Secretary will ring the bell. Secretary will read.
Calendar number 694, Senate Print 9818 by Senator Gianaris, enact making appropriation for the support of government.
Senator O'Mara, why do you rise?
Hey. Thank you, Mr. President. Is it you, Senator Gianaris, to ask questions of? Would
Senator Kruger, yes.
would the senator yield for a couple questions on this budget extender bill?
Does the senator yield?
Yes, I do.
Senator yields.
Senator, this is our second extender of the budget for this fiscal year, and it extends us till next Tuesday, I believe. How much is the total spending or appropriations in this bill?
Approximately $4 billion.
And this will get us through next Tuesday?
Correct.
Through you, Mr. President, the senator will continue to yield.
The sponsor yield?
Yes.
Sponsor yields.
Senator, can you give us an update on where you feel budget negotiations are? Are any of the remaining 9 budget bills locked down yet? And what are the major issues that we're grappling with?
None of the remaining bills are locked down yet. The remaining issues are the ones that you have seen reported, not much different from the last extender we did.
Through you, Mr. President, the senator will yield.
Sponsor yield?
Yes.
Sponsor yields.
Senator, have there been table targets assigned yet for the remaining open bills?
No.
Through you, Mr. President, the senator will continue to yield.
The sponsor yield?
Yes.
Sponsor yields.
Senator, are there any scheduled meetings of the joint budget conference committees to work on finalizing these bills?
Nope.
On the bill.
Senator O'Mara on the bill.
Thank you, Senator Gianaris. It just, you know, the concern continues from this side of the aisle of the lack of any urgency to get this budget done. We're now over a week late. Excuse me. And you know, New Yorkers, you know, really deserve to know what's going on with the state budget that now is going to be clearly in excess of $260 billion, probably closer to $270 billion. Just where this legislative body stands in negotiating issues that are open, not even talking about what issues are open, what's holding things up. It's very concerning, and it's, you know, it's like repeat of every year around here, it seems, and it's just not a good way to do business. We should be doing better for the people of New York. You know, because of the significant religious holidays we've had over the past week and into this week, I'm okay with proceeding with the extenders here and supporting that, but we really need to get down to business here and start locking these budget bills down, start letting New Yorkers know what we're looking at for next year, and really where everybody stands on these issues that appear to be holding this budget up. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator O'Mara. Are there any other senators wishing to be heard? Seeing and hearing none, debate is closed. Secretary will ring the bell. Senator Janeris.
Mr. President, we've agreed to restore this bill to the non-controversial calendar.
On consent, the bill is restored to the non-controversial calendar. Read the last section.
Section 14, this act shall take effect immediately.
Call the roll.
Adabo, Gianaris, Kruger, Ort, Stewart-Cousins, Zellner.
Announce the results.
Ayes 53.
The bill is passed. Senator Janeris, that completes the reading of the controversial calendar.
Is there any further business at the desk?
There is no further business at the
I
desk.
move to adjourn until Monday, April 13th at 3 p.m.
Intervening days.
Intervening days being legislative days.
On a motion, the Senate stands adjourned until Monday, April 13th, intervening days being legislative.